Robert Kiyosaki's final warning hangs in the air, making everyone in the money world feel uneasy. His serious words cut through the calm, telling us to get ready for a big problem coming soon. We're all wondering, are we actually ready for what's about to happen? You know who Robert Kiyosaki is? He's like the money guru who knows how to explain tricky money stuff in a way that actually makes sense. His famous book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, made a lot of people rethink how they handle their cash. Lately, he's been making some serious noise with his latest warning. Do you understand what's coming? It's got a lot of people everywhere thinking hard about their financial future. In a time when money matters can get seriously confusing, Kiyosaki's gift for explaining tricky money stuff is like a shining light in the dark. He's all about helping everyone understand the money world better, from how the economy works to why the government does what it does. He wants us all to take control of our money destinies, which is pretty empowering if you ask me. This guy has a real talent for predicting when things are going to get tough in the money world. No wonder people are taking his warning seriously. They're going back to the piggy banks, thinking about how to mix up their investments and finding new ways to stay strong even if things get rocky down the road. Now, here's the thing. Everybody's freaking about how the government keeps printing more and more money to fix the economy. It might help for a bit, but it could cause some really big problems later. One of the scariest things is inflation, where prices keep going up and suddenly your money doesn't go as far. That's a real headache for regular folks like you and me. Kiyosaki's not just scaring us with his stories, though. Moreover, continuous money printing can result in currency devaluation, making exports more expensive and imports cheaper, leading to imbalances in international trade. Additionally, the practice can contribute to long-term economic instability, as it creates an artificial environment that may not reflect the true value of assets or the real estate of the economy. Eventually, such an approach could lead to a market correction that could be more severe due to the accumulated imbalances. To ensure sustainable economic growth, it's crucial for policymakers to adopt measures to promote organic growth and foster productive investments. By focusing on structural reforms, encouraging innovation, and creating an enabling environment for businesses to thrive, economies can achieve sustainable and balanced growth without resorting to continuous money printing. Such a shift would require a comprehensive understanding of the intricate dynamics of the market and a proactive approach to address underlying issues rather than opting for short-term fixes that could exacerbate the problem in the long run. It's imperative for governments and financial authorities to strike a delicate balance between stimulating the economy and maintaining the stability of the monetary system, fostering an environment conducive to sustainable and inclusive growth in the long term. The identification of economic bubbles, particularly in the real estate, stock market, and bond sectors, highlights the potential risk and volatility within the global economy. Economic bubbles occur when asset prices deviate significantly from their intrinsic value, driven by speculative and irrational market behavior. Real estate bubbles, characterized by rapidly escalating property prices, can lead to a housing market collapse, resulting in widespread financial distress and a subsequent economic downturn. Similarly, stock market bubbles, fueled by exuberant investor sentiment, can result in a sudden and sharp market correction, leading to a substantial wealth erosion and a loss of confidence in the financial system. In the bond market, the existence of bond bubbles poses risks to investors and financial stability. Bond bubbles can be triggered by excessively low interest rates, leading to an unsustainable demand for fixed income securities, ultimately distorting the bond market's fundamental principles. The burst of any of these bubbles can have cascading effects, triggering a chain of reactions that reverberates through various sectors of the economy. To mitigate the impact of the economic bubbles, policymakers and market regulators must implement effective oversight measures to identify and address speculative activities and asset price distortions. Implementing prudent regulations such as periodic stress tests, monitoring leverage levels, and enhancing transparency in financial transactions can help prevent the formation of unsustainable bubbles and reduce the likelihood of a systemic financial crisis. Additionally, fostering financial literacy among investors and the general public can promote informed decision-making and reduce the susceptibility to speculative market behavior. By adopting a proactive approach and implementing appropriate regulatory measures, economies can build resilience and reduce the vulnerability to the adverse effects of economic bubbles, fostering a more stable and sustainable financial environment for long-term growth and prosperity. The impact of the demographic changes on economic trends is a critical consideration in understanding the dynamics of future economic developments. Demographic shifts, including changes in population size, age distribution, and workforce composition, significantly influence consumer behavior, labor market dynamics, and overall economic growth patterns. One notable aspect of demographic shift is the influence of generational cycles on economic growth and decline. Understanding the preferences, consumption patterns, and saving behaviors of different generations, such as baby boomers, Generation X, millennials, and Generation Z, is crucial for businesses and policymakers to tailor their strategies and policies accordingly. For instance, the aging population of baby boomers may drive increased demand for healthcare services and retirement-oriented products, while the rising workforce participation of millennials and Generation Z may spur technological innovation automation and digital transformation across various industries. Moreover, demographic trends such as declining birth rates and an aging population pose challenges for sustaining long-term economic growth and addressing pension and healthcare obligations. These trends necessitate the implementations of policies that promote workforce productivity, encourage labor force participation, and ensure the sustainability of Social Security and healthcare systems. Additionally, leveraging the potential of technological advancements to enhance productivity and support an aging population can contribute to mitigating the adverse effects of demographic shifts on economic conditions. Understanding the complexities and implications of demographic shifts is essential for formulating comprehensive policy framework that supports sustainable economic development and social well-being. By integrating demographic considerations into policy planning and decision-making processes, economies can adapt to changing population dynamics and foster inclusive growth that caters to the diverse needs and demands of different demographic segments, thereby laying the foundation for a resilient and prosperous future. The importance of addressing and effectively restructuring bad debt within the economy cannot be overstated. Failure to manage and resolve the issue of bad debt can have severe repercussions, including economic stagnation, financial instability, and reduced investor confidence. Implementing timely and comprehensive debt restructuring measures is crucial for promoting sustainable economic growth and preventing the escalation of financial crisis. One of the primary repercussions of not effectively handling the issue of bad debt is the heightened risk of credit defaults and bankruptcies, which can significantly disrupt the financial system and hamper the flow of credit to productive sectors. Moreover, unresolved bad debt can strain the balance sheets of financial institutions, impeding their ability to provide adequate financing to businesses and households, thereby constraining consumption and investment activities. This can create a negative feedback loop, leading to a contraction in economic activity and a decline in overall market confidence. To effectively manage bad debt, it's imperative for policymakers and financial authorities to adopt a multifaceted approach that combines debt restructuring, recapitalization of distressed institutions, and implementation of prudential regulations to prevent the accumulation of non-performing assets in the future. By facilitating debt restructuring mechanisms such as debt forgiveness, debt equity swaps, or extended repayment plans, distressed borrowers can be provided with viable solutions to manage their financial obligations and restore their creditworthiness. Furthermore, enhancing transparency and accountability in the banking and financial sectors through rigorous risk assessment practices and stringent regulatory oversight is essential for mitigating the risks associated with the accumulation of bad debt. Implementing effective governance framework that promote responsible lending practices and discourage speculative activities can contribute to maintaining financial stability and fostering a resilient banking sector. By prioritizing the need for debt restructuring and adopting proactive measures to address bad debt, economies can strengthen their financial resilience, enhance investor confidence, and foster a conducive environment for sustainable economic recovery and long-term growth. An in-depth analysis of generational cycles enables policymakers, businesses, and investors to gain valuable insight into evolving consumer preferences, technological adoption rates, and workforce dynamics, thereby facilitating informed decision-making and strategic planning. Understanding the distinct characteristics and aspirations of different generations, such as baby boomers, Generation X, millennials, and Generation Z, is essential for tailoring products, services, and marketing strategies to effectively cater to the diverse needs and preferences of each demographic group. In conclusion, the insight provided by Robert Kiyosaki serves as a critical reminder of the importance of financial preparedness and awareness, especially in the face of potential economic uncertainties. Addressing issues such as continuous money printing, economic bubbles, demographic shifts, and bad debt restructuring is imperative for fostering a stable and sustainable economic environment. By adopting proactive measures and implementing effective policies, governments and individuals can navigate the complexities of the financial landscape, mitigate risks, and lay the foundation for long-term economic resilience and prosperity. If you found this analysis insightful, please consider sharing it with others who might benefit from this information. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable content on financial literacy and economic insights.